is sponsored by TurboTax Live with CPAs on demand. By AT&T. More for your thing. That's our thing. And by Tostitos. For every kind of fan.
How busy is the FedEx Forum? This was 3 days in December. You had 2 Grizzly games, a Tiger afternoon game, and then a Memphis graduation. Starting lineups. Okay, things to note about Wichita State. Dexter Dennis, the freshman, gets the start. And Jamie Echenike, even though he's got a sore foot, will start. And, of course, for the Memphis Tigers, they've got firepower. They got 2 freshmen in Tyler Harris and Antoine Jones. And Tyler has mad distance from the outside. Greg Marshall in his 12th year. 7-5 start. We told you about 9 consecutive seasons with 25 or more wins. 7 consecutive NCAA tournaments. Penny Hardaway went to 2 of those tournaments when he was a player, a 2-time All-American here, a high school coach, and a great one. He takes over, and in his first year, he's 8-5. The Pennies are out in force. This is a big crowd here tonight to watch this conference opener. Pete Gillen, tempo, what do we got for this one?
Well, Memphis wants to play a game in the 90s, Rich. As you know, the last 5 games, they've scored 90-plus or more. Wichita State does not have the firepower, so they want a game in the 60s. They'll run, but they got to pick their spots.
Samaje Haynes-Jones, good score from the outside. This is Marcus McDuffie, off-balance shot, and he missed it. And Mike Parks Jr. has the first rebound. Tyler Harris is a little guard. Great shooter. You got Jeremiah Martin, Rainier Thornton also in that backcourt. Antoine Jones, and Parks is the big, sitting in the high post. Then a back cut goes awry. It's a turnover. Keys to the game, Coach Gillen.
Well, for what did I say? Balanced scoring. You got to give star Marcus McDuffie some help and ball security. Memphis, take care of the basketball. The average 17 turnovers a game, so they got to take care of the ball, not like that last possession.
And a lot of pressure is on Ricky Torres, the point guard for Wichita State, the junior college All-American. He's had some great games, and he's had some not-so-great games. And he's matched up out high against Tyler Harris.
A lot of pressure on him. We talked to Greg Marshall today. He said, we had an outstanding point guard. We were elite. When our point guard struggles, we struggle.
Echenike got it off before the shot clock and scores it with the left hand.
That's important. I think Wichita State wants to go inside. That's one of the weaknesses of Memphis is their interior defense.
Harris around the screen and lays it up and in. He's only 5'9", 150, but this freshman can really score.
Lightning quick, really good ball skills.
Samaje Haynes-Jones averaging a dozen a game. McDuffie and his 19 a game. That's where the points are coming from right now. Echenike, a spin move. Now with the right hand, and he misses that one. Parks triggers the break. Up-tempo. Memphis is one of the best in the country at tempo. Haynes-Jones a hand on it, and it stays with Memphis.
They like to fly up and down the court. The best attribute, Rich, for Memphis is their speed, their quickness. They're lightning quick. They're not too physical, but really, really fast.
Last 5 games especially, averaging over 90 a game and really shooting it well. Last 2 games, shooting over 60%.
Shooting well. Competition wasn't elite, but still it's excellent shooting.
This is Parks, or excuse me, that's Thornton with a rolling move, and it's an offensive foul. Thornton got the left arm out, maybe the chicken wing out.
The chicken wing. Post up. He's going against Marcus McDuffie. Yep, a little push off. McDuffie with a little bit acting. Good call. He's got some big guns. I got a gun show in February. I lift weights a lot, Rich, as you noticed, but he's got real big guns.
I've heard they've sold a lot of tickets for them.
They have, like one. My wife, but she ain't gonna come.
Samaje Haynes-Jones, Torres down low, and Echenike lost it. This is what Memphis wants to do. Turn them over and then run. Martin streaking ahead. Missed the layup. Good rebound there by Antoine Jones. But his pass goes out of bounds. You can see Greg Marshall about to pop right out of his suit. And Penny Hardaway not real pleased with that break.
No. Greg Marshall is very intense. He really goes up and down the court. Tremendous coach, as you mentioned before, Rich. 9 consecutive years with 25-plus wins is unbelievable.
And 3 shockers in the NBA right now, including Landry Shamet. That three-point shot has been a real struggle for Ricky Torres. He's now 2 of 26 on the season.
Forget that. Just drive the basketball. As you know that you shoot 30% from three-point land.
And that's Harris. He'll shoot from anywhere. 3 minutes in, 2 apiece.
Yeah. Here we go.
Echenike will shoot the three. That one is too strong.
He should stay inside. That's where his bread and butter is. He can make that, but much better inside.
Martin. Shot was altered by Dennis. Haynes Jones whips it to McDuffie for three. Good pace, Martin. That's offensive.
Yep. Good call, Joe Lindsay with the call. Excellent crew here tonight, Rich.
And that's the second on Rainier Thornton.
Here we go. Good call. Nice step in by Echenike. Steps in, gives up his body. Yes, he's outside the restricted area. Good call.
Now remember, Echenike has a sore foot. He hasn't practiced much. And Greg Marshall, 40 seconds before the media timeout, has taken him out. He's going to spot him and hope to get maybe 20 to 22 minutes out of him tonight.
Very valuable player. Best interior scorer. As you mentioned before, Rich, Wichita State struggles from downtown, so they got to get some interior scoring.
Haynes Jones misses a three. That's Isaiah Poor Bear Chandler, who had the rebound for a moment. Alex Lomax in the game, and Lomax steps through with a floater. He was going to be a shocker. Committed, signed the letter of intent, but then his high school coach got the job here. And Greg Marshall let him out, and he returns. Lomax with a bucket. Stevenson with a push and an offensive foul. Lomax, 5'10", freshman, East High School, 3 straight state championships. Penny Hardaway was the head coach. Lomax signed with Greg Marshall. And to Marshall's credit, he knew the backstory. Not only was Penny Hardaway his high school coach, he was also a mentor to him since he was in the 5th grade. Very much a father figure to him. Marshall let him out of that letter of intent, and let him out of a letter of intent to a conference rival.
Yeah, a lot of class by Greg Marshall, and he didn't hesitate. You didn't have to talk him into it. He said, hey, it's the right thing to do. Class by Greg Marshall, and tremendous coach. I coached against him when he was at College of Charleston as an assistant for John Press, and when I was at Providence, and he was a great coach and a wonderful person.
Lob pass inside to Isaiah Maurice. An opener in the American for Memphis and Wichita State. Lomax has given Memphis a 4-2 lead. Our TurboTax live player profile for Lomax. Now, we told you he's a Memphian, and Penny Hardaway, his mentor and coach since the 5th grade, all the way through the state titles at East High School. He committed to Wichita State, but when Penny got the job here, Alex went to his head coach, Greg Marshall, and said, I need to go home. And this is what Greg Marshall said. It's a very unique situation where a young man's mentor and coach since 5th grade became a Division I head coach. Allowing him out of his commitment is the right thing to do at this time. And keep in mind, Marshall really could have used him because he lost Austin Reed, transferring to Oklahoma, and Landry Shamet to the 76ers. So that's not an easy decision for any coach to make, but he was very classy, as you noted.
Didn't blink, did it right away. Didn't have to talk him into it. So a lot of credit to Greg Marshall, because not every coach would do that, Rich. Some guys would fight that.
All right, let's see if the offense is settled down here. Lomax is in right now against Haynes Jones off the screen. They'll pick and roll. That's the same play they ran just before the timeout. Isaiah Maurice off the bench was the intended recipient of that lob. And you can see neither team shooting it well right now.
Yep. Both teams are playing good defense, offensively struggling because shot selection's not real good right now, Rich.
Maurice with the shot clock at 5. He's been good of late, but he missed that shot. McDuffie with the rebound. And here come the Shockers.
Rich, when teams struggle, you should go inside. Throw the ball into your best post guy and have him attack the basket. They shoot a jumper.
Poor Bear Chandler with the 3. He was 0 of 3 from distance before that one. Oh, blocked there. Eric Stevenson, the freshman, trailing the play.
He's athletic. It would surprise me with his hops. Transition. Jeremiah Martin. No. Eric Stevenson goes up, and away. talented freshman, 6'3" from Lacey, Washington.
Real contrast, as you pointed out, in tempo. Tigers have raced it up the floor as much as they can. Wichita State has been a little more in control up the floor.
Yep. Memphis has averaged 85 points a game, tops in the American Athletic Conference. And Wichita State only averages 70, which is 11 out of 12 teams in the American.
Dexter Dennis with the rebound off the miss by Kareem Bruton. And right now, Wichita State with the ball and the lead. Over Chandler posting up. You're just joining us. Jamie Echenike did start, played the first 4 minutes, and looked good doing it. That's a great sign for the Shockers. McDuffie going to work. Got in too deep. And here come the Tigers. Bruton ahead. Martin steps through, and he's fouled. He'll get free throws.
We say McDuffie goes too deep, nowhere to go. Good defense by the Tigers. They push it ahead, attacking the basket. Jeremiah Martin goes up. He gets fouled a lot, Rich, as you know. Pretty good free throw shooter. This year struggling a little bit from the line, but historically he's been pretty good from this guy.
This is his first. Martin had a lot more on his shoulders last year, but with help around him, not only with the young freshmen, but some of the returners, it's a lot less pressure. He's averaging 15 a game, 4 assists, 2.5 steals, a little over 4 rebounds. So he's doing a really nice job.
He's a very good player. Preseason first team All-American Athletic Conference player. Last year he averaged 18 a game, but this year has some more offensive firepower with him, so he's not getting quite as many shots.
The freshman Tyler Harris is in for him. Echenike back here for Wichita State. Good press break there. Hayes Jones is a scorer, but he can run the show as well. With Jamarius Burton in for Wichita State. McDuffie, this is Burton. In traffic. Got it up and in. Wichita State lead at 2.
Yeah, that was close, Rich. Could have been goaltending on that one. There we go.
And there's Bruton. Kareem Bruton Jr. Last year, 9 points a game. This year, 7. Did get a start in his last game.
He's like a microwave oven. When he gets going, boy, he can make 4 or 5 in a row.
McDuffie misses on the 3. And the 6'10" Isaiah Maurice with a rebound. Bruton now feeling it, spinning and getting hammered. He'll get free throws.
Rich, nice attack the basket. Goes up, balls up on the rim. Oh, he's close. Got a great camera crew. We flew him in from Omaha. Oh, that looked like goaltending to me, Rich. Part of the ball was in that cylinder, which goes all the way up to the ceiling. I think that was, looked to me, offensive goaltending, but refs had a better angle than I did.
Tough to sneak it by backboard cam.
No, we got a great camera. We flew these guys in. This is the dream team in the truck. Sellers Shy, Mark Grant. We got some great Americans in that truck.
Bruton to the line, and he's got another free throw coming. Memphis at home. FedEx Forum holds a little over 18,000. They have been averaging close to 15,000 since that man stepped in. That's double over their average attendance from last year. And they got a really good crowd in here tonight for the American opener.
Great basketball community, Rich, as you know. They know the game. They love the game. Very passionate. They're dying to have a great team like they had many years ago. Keith Lee, Larry Finch had some great teams when Penny played, and John Calipari. So they're dying for that, and Penny's going to bring them back.
Maurice, that 3 is off. Good hustle rebound. Kevin Davenport is in, finds Maurice, and he was fouled on the drive.
Derrick Rose, a pretty good player, too. They should have won the national title that year. Right? Didn't foul at the end. They hit a 3 to tie it, and Kansas beat them in overtime. Great tradition here in Memphis. Fans love basketball. They've been desperate. And Penny's their savior right now, so got a way to go yet. They're not there yet, but Penny's going to bring it to the promised land, I think.
He has one of the best recruiting classes in the country. The 7-footer James Weissman, who was his player at East High School, is here tonight and watching. and he is the #1 rated recruit in the country. How invested is he in Penny in this program? Well, there he is. They've got a huge high school tournament coming up here about 20 minutes outside of Memphis in Olive Branch, Mississippi, and Weissman's team involved in that. Wichita State with the ball, a 1-point lead. They feed the post. Echenike is fouled by Maurice.
That's what I like, Rich. Go inside. When you're not making jump shots, go inside or drive the basketball. Get to the free throw line when you can.
Greg Marshall has the youngest team he's ever had in 21 years as a head coach. And look, they've been brilliant at times, and they've been awful at times. And sometimes it's been in the same game, like the Baylor game. They had a 33-point lead that they nearly lost against Baylor. Almost melted down after a 17-point lead against Southern Miss.
Yeah, exactly. Up and down. They struggle on the road. As you know, at Oklahoma, they lost by 32. Then at VCU, they lost by 16. They had some injuries, so that was part of that reason. But they struggle on the road so far.
Dexter Dennis misses a 3. They look solid here tonight, does Wichita State. Tyler Harris pushes up the floor. Memphis has yet to get going offensively. Davenport is a guy that can heat up quickly. Parks banging down low. Steps through, kicks. He has that type of distance, but missing it is Tyler Harris. McDuffie and Davenport fouled him. In the American, Wichita State, a point better than Memphis in the first.
Buffalo looks to improve on their sizzling start.
That's third in the American. Pete Gillen, how do you get him going tonight? He hasn't scored.
Well, you got to isolate, hit something. They like to run a pick and roll and have him on the ball size. Pick and roll. All right, everybody now goes with Echenike, number 21. He rises up from the corner, and he's wide open, and McDuffie nails a three-point shot. Or you screen the screener. McDuffie now sets a back screen there. You see the highlight, and now they screen for him. Screen the screener. He curls over the screen, wide open. So you got to set some screens for him, Rich. Help him get free, okay, and isolate him a little bit.
He is 0 for 3. 2 of those misses have been from distance.
Yeah, once again, there were contested shots. They got to do a little better job of screening for him, you know, getting some shots where he's more open. Help him out with screens. He will. Greg Marshall's a fabulous coach. He'll get him going. You mentioned 19 points a game, third in Americans. He'll get going. It's not if, it's when.
Jamarius Burton is still in there. The freshman along with Dexter Dennis, a pair of freshmen for Wichita State. This is Burton trying to get down low against the smaller Tyler Harris. No reset on the shot clock. It's at 7. Samaje Jones sees it and launches, but misses the 3.
Again, they shoot 30% from three-point land, Rich. That's one of the reasons.
Yeah, right now 2 of 9 is Wichita State from beyond the arc. Memphis right now is 0 of 4. There's a pick and a roll and a bucket from Parks. They worked on that, Memphis did, in practice for about 10 minutes. That pick and roll and the pocket pass, and it results in a layup.
Good execution by the Tigers.
Falling away is Marcus McDuffie.
He played, as you know, for Bob Hurley Sr. St. Anthony High School in Jersey City, New Jersey, and
one of the last to do it.
Yep. School closed a couple years ago, but he was a great player there. And Bob Hurley's in the Naismith Hall of Fame. A great coach.
Davenport, and he's averaging almost 15 a game. He misses from 3. So far, Wichita State taking care of the basketball. And that was at the top of the list for Greg Marshall. McDuffie misses on another 3, and a rebounding foul on the Shockers' Jamarius Burton. How young are the Shockers? Shockingly young.
Shots. They watch Bambi on ice sometimes as a pregame instead of the regular script from other teams. They feel more comfortable with Bambi.
Well, I mean, look at that. Now, look, a couple reasons why. And for Greg Marshall, it was the imperfect storm. Landry Shamet went early to the 76ers. Austin Reeves wanted to transfer to Oklahoma. We talked about Lomax, who had committed and then came back to Memphis when Hardaway got the job. That's a foul, and that's a point of emphasis. That ball handoff, you've got to be real careful with that.
Yep. Penny's looking, he's stunned. There we go. Yeah, can't roll into him. Tyler Harris, great call. It's a great call.
As soon as you hand that ball off, you become a screener, and you can't move.
You can't move. It's a great call. Tyler Harris rolled into him.
Ricky Torres back in for the Shockers.
He's got to get going, Rich. Preseason, he's really hyped. All-American at junior college.
Bear Chandler turning around with a left hand. He averages just 7 minutes a game, but he's getting minutes with the foot injury to Echenike.
Do it to the big fella. Let the big guy eat. Let the big dog eat. Let the big bear eat.
Harris trying to feed Davenport in the post.
Here we go. Nice seal. Bounce past two big guys inside. Parks Jr. Nice fake. Left hand. Terrific move by Bear Chandler.
Now look, Morris Udeze, 6'8" freshman, is out and not available for Wichita State with a shoulder injury. So limited minutes for Echenike. That means Bear Chandler and maybe Ashbourne Meatguard will be seeing time in this one. So far, Bear Chandler's played well.
Doing a great job.
Lead is 3. Torres kicks.
This tempo is in the favor of Wichita State. They want the game in the 60s. They want it ugly, like the roller derby game, the rock fight. Right now, it's what they want.
Burton battling, spinning, shot block. That was Parks. This is Harris streaking down, and Dennis blocks the shot. But a follow by Davenport.
That's what Memphis wants. They want to get up and down. More possessions, the better.
And Dennis is hurt. Dexter Dennis trailing the play. The officials stopped play with the Wichita State possession. And Dennis, you can see in pain, holding that right side. Samaje Haynes-Jones is going to come in. And Eric Stevenson is in as well. Dennis made the block. He wasn't hit. He just grabbed the hit. Yeah, great pass in low. Bear Chandler with the layup. In Wichita State.
They're very happy right now. Tempo is what they want. They're getting pretty good shots. Playing pretty good defense.
Jones is fouled by Torres. In the bonus, 7th team foul. And 1-and-1. There's Dexter Dennis. They really are high on him. They feel he's a big part of this, the future. Been a great recruiting class for Wichita State. They got Teddy Allen, a transfer from West Virginia. They have another scholarship to give on top of the class that they've already signed.
Memphis is very, very high on this young man, Antoine Jones. Very talented player, 6'6", freshman from Orlando, Florida. But they really like him. He's gotten better and better and really progressed.
Of course, Orlando is obviously tied to Penny Hardaway in his great years with the Magic. And this kid grew up idolizing him. Torres with a line drive jumper. And that'll do something for Ricky Torres and his confidence. To a 4-point lead for Wichita State.
Yeah. Talked to Greg Marshall. He said, we're going to attack their pressure. There's a little zone pressure. They attack it to score. Rich, not just get the ball over half court and then set up. So I like the aggressiveness of the Shockers on that possession.
Parks to Harris, and he can't make the catch. Haynes-Jones leads a break. Thought about the three, and then gave it up, kicked away. Harris back the other way. Davenport. That's the tempo Penny Hardaway wants.
I love keeping Davenport. He's the most talented guy on the team. except he doesn't have a sense of urgency all the time, Rich. He's got 31, as you know, against Tennessee, top 5 team. I think he's going to step up now. I think he senses they need him.
Haynes Jones, a leaner from 17.
A young man from Wichita, junior college. Young man, second year, he's a senior, and he's the only other double-figure scorer besides Marcus McDuffie.
Again, pick and roll and Parks again from Jeremiah Martin. Again, that's a play that Memphis really emphasized and shoot around today. Haynes Jones missed the three. And rebounded Antoine Jones. Tyler Harris. Davenport. Whoa! Didn't walk. Kept the possession. Shot clock at 5. Antoine Jones crosses over, leans in. Antoine Jones and Memphis even with Wichita State. And a big crowd coming to life. Haynes Jones driving. Kicking, Stevenson 3. Harris, a blur, driving, blocked. Stevenson got it. Ball's out of bounds.
We like Parks, but we really like the big guy, Mike Parks Jr., the pick and roll, the big fella. Nice finish in Bluff City, Memphis, Tennessee.
For an all-new season, the world's most famous arena, the Monster Energy bucking battle at Madison Square Garden. Pete Gillen will be there. You can too, right here on CBS Sports.
I love PBR. I love PBR.
Yeah, I've seen you in your boots. All right. American news and notes. Now, 5 games played last night. Look at the Houston Cougars. Undefeated still.
Kelvin Sampson, an unbelievable job for Houston. The other undefeated teams are Duke, Virginia, and Nevada.
Cincinnati winners last night. They took down Tulane. And USF might be the surprise of the season. USF last night at home beat UConn.
Great win. Tom Harry was my former assistant. He's assistant at USF. So it's a great league. Last year they had 3 teams in. I think they're going to get 4 or 5 this year. I think it's an improved conference. And UCF, they got a very, very good team also, Rich, as you know. Cincinnati, and once again, Memphis is going to get better and better.
Parks on the inbound. That's an easy hook shot for him. And Memphis has taken the lead. 5:50 left, first half. Opener in the American for Wichita State and for Memphis.
Wichita State's got to take their time and throw the ball inside. They throw it into Echenique.
Torres, that's Parks, second block for Mike Parks Jr.
Go inside, nice pass by McDuffie. One pump fake with 3 guys around him. So he faked out 2 of them, but Mike Parks Jr. got it.
Haynes Jones, along with Ricky Torres, McDuffie. Dexter Dennis is back in, and so is Jamie Echenique.
2-3 zone by Memphis. They're doing that now because out of bounds is tougher to score against a zone on out of bounds play.
Boy, great pump fake, and Echenique missed the 5-footer. Little back pass for the trail 3, and Martin hits it. That was Lomax with the pass.
Yep.
And look at the run, a 9-0 run.
Yep. That's not the strength of Jeremiah Martin, only 28% from three-point land, but he nailed that one. He was in his rhythm. Here we go, they're flying. Tigers are running. Downtown Martin. He's gonna shoot it. Averaging 15 a game, the leading scorer for the Tigers. Preseason first team All-American Athletic Conference selection.
That is the second personal on Tyler Harris. And Harris comes out of the ball game. Mike Parks Jr. really quality minutes. He seems to up his game when conference play starts. He had a huge jump when they got into conference play last year.
I love conference play. Some of the games preseason are make-believe. You know, the weak teams win by 40 or 50. That's no fun.
Haynes Jones misses at 3. Martin just hit from there.
Rich, that's a support ball. I shot a lot of them when I was in college, and it's not good.
Because it's a held ball. A held ball. Right. What did you call that? A support ball?
Support ball. I hit a support. They got mired in there. As they said, I shot a lot of them. That's why I sat on the bench for Fairfield University. Here we go. At least I hit the rim. They used to give me 1 point when I hit a
Fairfield Stag, right?
I was a Stag. I sat on the bench a lot. I had bad hamstring a lot.
Thankfully, that hamstring is back in shape. 25-20, Memphis. Jamie Erdahl, our point guard, going with Wally Zerbiak. Memphis' own Gary Parrish and Seth Davis. Scores and highlights from around the country. First half analysis as well. Rich Walt's on with Pete Gillen, our CBS Sports crew here in Memphis. Just off of Beale Street, FedEx Forum. Great crowd, great energy in the building for the opener in the American for these two schools. Martin O'Runner won't go. And the follow by Maurice, he'll get free throws.
These fans are dying for a great team, Rich. You know, they struggled. They haven't been into the tournament now 4 years in a row. They didn't go to postseason, so they're dying for a winner. They're not there quite this year. They could go to the NCAA tournament. As you know, they're hosting the American Athletic Conference postseason tournament here, the FedEx Forum. But next year, they're going to get better and better, and I think the glory days are going to be coming back for the Tigers.
It's a great point. Conference tournament is right here in Memphis. Maurice hits his first free throw. That foul was on Jamie Echenike, and he'll sit down probably for the rest of this first half with 4.5 minutes left. And back in is Isaiah Poorbear-Chandler, who has a career-high 7 points already. Maurice has really come on the last 2 games, hit a pair of free throws. The run by Memphis stretches to 11-0, and this is a danger spot for Wichita State. Echenike on the bench, and they're down 7. Haynes-Jones, and it's picked. This is Lomax, and he finishes. The run is 13 now. And Wichita State badly needs a bucket. That's a block, and it counts. It went down.
Called by Pat Driscoll, another fabulous official. We'll see that again with our camera crew. Nice change of pace. It goes in. He moved at the last second. A little bit of shuffle. Good call by Pat Driscoll.
Dexter Dennis, who went out, remember, holding that lower back, is back in an acrobatic shot. He had 19 against Alabama. That they feel was just a glimpse of what's to come. And that's a very important three-point play.
Yep, great point, Rich. They need that badly. They're only down 2 possessions. The zone here by Wichita State, which they did a lot in their last game against VCU. They're doing that because Memphis is beating with their quickness, their penetration, and also Memphis is not a great three-point shooting team. Tigers can play defense. They got quick hands, nice move, nice. Lomax going to the cup. The Tigers are running in the Bluff City.
Shockers on the road right now. They've got to get Marcus McDuffie loose.
Transition. This is a 3. I built him up in the open as a great player and the 3rd leading scoring American. But credit the Memphis Tigers defense. They're contesting shots, and right now he's struggling. For them to win, he's got to play well tonight for the Shockers to win.
McDuffie 1 of 5 from the field and 0 of 3 from three-point. Memphis on a 13-0 run to get to 29 to 20. Wichita State is drawn within 6.
When that happens, when McDuffie's struggling, we see what you got to do. You go inside, you post up, get fouled, get to the free throw line, Rich. Get out in transition, drive the ball, go to the offensive board. So there's a lot of things you can do if the jumper isn't falling. And right now, he's not taking great shots, but Memphis is doing an excellent job keying on him.
And that's one of the biggest struggles and challenges for Greg Marshall, and that's finding points from Shockers other than Marcus McDuffie and Samaje Haynes-Jones.
Exactly. Only 2 double-figure scores. They only average 70 points a game, which is, you know, not very good. It's 11th best in the American out of 12 teams. Full court pressure now by the Tigers. 1-2-1-1 zone press. Wichita State turns it over a lot. Last game they had 17 turnovers against VCU.
And Memphis is one of the best around at prying turnovers from you. And that is a 10-second violation. Greg Marshall has a lot of freshmen. He's talking to two of them there. Corbett Chandler and Dexter Dennis.
It's tough when you got Dennis, a freshman, as you mentioned, Rich, right? Being double-teamed in a backcourt. It's Greg Marshall. He's going to get some agita this year, I think, with a young team.
Patience is going to be at a premium.
He told us that, right? And we saw him at the shoot-around today. But he's done an unbelievable job, and they're going to do all right. He's going to take them a little time to get these guys together.
Jones. Antoine Jones with a three.
He's a terrific young player. I really like him.
And the lead has ballooned now to double figures. Up 11 is Memphis. Remember, Jamie Echenike's been on the bench with 2 fouls.
Got to get a good shot. That's it. Go inside.
Corbett Chandler off the glass. Tipped is all the way out to Haynes Jones. Dennis takes the three and hits it.
Tough shot. Good defense, better offense at times.
Dexter Dennis now. A couple of buckets. Martin's three won't go. Lomax.
One, 2-1-1 zone press. Trying to get the defense to get their offense going.
McDuffie. And there he is. A three from the corner. Bangs it home. Up the floor come the Tigers. They really want to push tempo.
The tempo right now is in the Tigers' favor. Up and down. That's why Wichita State's in a 2-3 zone to slow them down. Because usually the Tigers don't shoot great from downtown.
Lomax. Beautiful stuff. Davenport draws the foul. And he'll go to the line.
The weakness of the zone is that foul line area. Get the ball to that foul line right in the middle, then you can throw it behind it or to the right, to the left.
So, you're watching Penny Hardaway coach for the very first time in person.
Yep.
You've seen him on film.
Yep.
And you've watched almost a half of basketball. Can you tell what type of style he likes, what type of head coach he's going to be early in his career?
Well, he certainly wants up-tempo. As you mentioned before, he scored his team 90 points plus in the last 5 games. He wants up-tempo. He wants it free-flowing. He doesn't want to slow down, call a lot of set plays. So it'll be fun to play. He's a player's coach. That's the way he played, up and down, and he wants that. So he's going to do a great job here. He's going to get better and better talent. He has good talent. He's going to get great talent, and they're going to be an outstanding program.
He will lose significant seniors this year, but the recruiting class that will walk through the doors is jaw-dropping.
And they want to fight, you know, they love playing for him because he was where they want to be. 4-time All-Star, right? Played in the NBA a long time.
That is going to be a Memphis basketball and an 8-point lead with a minute and a half left in the first half.
And Penny's got a great disposition. You talked to him yesterday, you talked to him today. Rich, you know what I mean? Just easy going, no ego. I mean, he's a superstar. He's a king here in town, but he talks to everybody. He's friendly. They love him. He hasn't changed at all. Talk to people here at the hotel. Penny hasn't changed at all from when he was a young guy.
Jones, a jumper, and he hits it.
That's my guy here. Antoine Jones. Tremendous player. Only a freshman. He's gotten better and better. Change the press. 2-2-1 zone press now. Back to the zone. They're doing that because Wichita State shoots 30% from downtown. They can't make a shot. Good defense by Penny. Played his zone.
Corbett Chandler takes a three. Oh, goodness. He was 0 of 3 from distance. I mean, 0 of 3. He's a freshman, and he's hit both of his threes in this game.
Yep. A guy named Jimmy Lyons is a great coach from Philadelphia, coached in the NBA for, I told him, he says, Pete, every game's a completely unique situation. Anything can happen.
It's a hard foul. And Davenport. And that's the 3rd personal on Isaiah Corbett Chandler.
Yep, there we go. Can't lose him. Gets his feet set. 10 toes pointed at the rim. Knocks it down like, hey, it's supposed to happen. Corbett Chandler doing a heck of a job. Knocking it down from 3.
So Corbett Chandler has the 3 fouls. And Asborn Meatguard is going to come in after this free throw. Davenport gets 3 free throws. He's of Native American descent. You've got the Corbett Chandler name. 6'9", 265. Somewhat raw, but you really have to be enthusiastic if you're a Shocker fan and watch this first half and watch his minutes.
No question. Score inside, outside. Terrific young player.
Now, Echenike's got 2 personals. He stays on the bench, and Meatguard is in. Memphis stretches the lead now.
Memphis changing the defense. Now it's full court man-to-man. A lot of these Shockers are young, so sometimes they don't know the difference between what type of pressure, whether it's zone or man.
Oh, another steal. Antoine Jones. Well, if you thought there was a buzz before the game with Penny Hardaway, McDuffie misses the 3. Meatguard the rebound. Haynes Jones misses. Final seconds, first half, Memphis by a dozen. Martin for 3. What a run for Penny Hardaway and the Memphis Tigers. Wichita State down to the canvas. And the Tigers, a 12-point lead at the half. Antoine Jones, halftime's coming up with Memphis up big. Hotel, downtown Memphis. That's where CBS Sports is staying. That's where Wichita State is staying. And the March of the Ducks, they come from the roof, they ride down the elevator, they walk out the red carpet, swim in the fountain. They own the place. Always a great scene in Memphis.
The Ducks are living the dream.
All right, our Tostitos first half stats. Rich Walt's been doing. What do you like? What don't you like up there?
Well, right now, the points off turnovers. The Tigers doing a great job getting points off the turnovers. 8 turnovers by Wichita State, doing a real good job in that area.
Great run by Memphis. I think they really fed off the energy in this building.
Steals. They got 6 steals in the first half. They turned people over. They do a great job. Their defense got their offense going. Crowd went crazy. Big spurt at the end of the half.
And they got a great run from Antoine Jones.
Tremendous young player, Rich, only a freshman. Now he split the trap there. Did a great job attacking the basket. Here we see from downtown, lined up and nailed the 3. Kick it inside, it steals it at the end of the half. Nice steal, throws it down. Leading scorer right now for the Tigers with 10 points. 4 for 4 from the field, 1 for 1 from three-point land.
Something to think about at halftime. You can just imagine what went on in the Wichita State locker room. They did not come out on the floor till 1:20 left in halftime. They haven't had a whole lot of time to warm up, so we'll see how Wichita State starts this second half.
Yeah, I think that Greg Marshall was counseling them very aggressively.
Shockers had a real struggle from the field in that first half. They were just 5 of 19 from deep. A whistle and a foul on Memphis.
The key to a lot of games, Rich, as you know, is the first 5 minutes of the second half. So we'll see if the Shockers can get back in the game or if Memphis going to pull away.
Rainier Thornton picks up his 3rd foul just 12 seconds in to this second half. Echenike, Torres, Dexter Dennis, McDuffie, and Haynes Jones for Wichita. This is Dennis, who played well. Echenike's got the sore foot. Double team, got it up and in. When he is in there, they're a completely different team and a better team. McDuffie got a loose ball, and he misses an open 3.
Great opportunity. Good look, and he shoots 37% from downtown, so that was a good look that time for Marcus McDuffie.
Tigers now go to work. Tyler Harris, Antoine Jones. There's a pick and a roll. And an offensive foul. Mike Parks Jr. was moving. Here's the scene with under 2 minutes to go at halftime.
Yeah, nobody's there. Where are they? Nobody's there. 1:29 to go, as Rich mentioned before. Got to come out. Come out. We thought they might have gone home. Glad they came out.
Well, from the look on Greg Marshall's face when he came out of the locker room, it was an intense halftime.
Yeah, no, he's a great coach. They're going to get better and better once they're going to lost all 5 starters, Rich. Almost 90% of the offense.
Echenike buries an 18-footer. Wichita State has the first 2 buckets of the second half. And this big crowd who was so loud and into it in the first half, trying to wake the Tigers up here in the second.
You're going Antoine Jones, a fabulous freshman.
And Jones, a runner. A dozen points for the freshman out of Orlando.
He makes it look easy.
Lead is 10. Jones is 5 of 5 from the field with a dozen points. Torres feeds the post. Echenike's double. Spins by him. Look at that. The big Colombian going to work. Barranquilla, Colombia. Home of Jamie Echenike. And the lead has been cut down to 8. Antoine Jones swooping and missing. Rolled off the front of the iron. Torres pushing tempo. Corner 3, Haynes Jones. And here come the Shockers. Just like that, Penny Hardaway has seen the lead melt to 5. Look at the run by the Shockers. A 9-2 run. Who needs warm-ups?
Exactly, it's overrated. 40-minute game, Rich. Anything can happen.
Wichita State, Samaje Haynes-Jones. It's a 5-point game. Took maybe a minute to warm up for the second half. And you know what? Whatever they've done, it has worked.
Exactly. They're going inside to the big guy, Jamie Echenike. He shoots 61% from the field. Samaje Jones, good jump shooter. There, so they're taking good shots, Rich. That's why they get the 9-2 run. They're playing good D, and they're going to the big dog. Let the big dog eat. He's shooting 61% from the field. The team shoots, what, 40% from the field. But it seems last in the league. So give it to the guy who can make shots. Right now, it's Echenike doing a great job, inside and outside.
The biggest challenge of Greg Marshall's career, the youngest team he's ever coached.
He's a great coach. He's gonna do a lot better than people think. He'll pick way down near the bottom of the American. Lost all 5 starters, as you mentioned before, but they're going to get better and better. And they're going to be a threat down the stretch in this conference.
Memphis now, see what adjustments Penny Hardaway, Mike Miller, and staff have made. Harris tries to feed the post. And the foul's on Dexter Dennis, the freshman. Second personal on Dennis. He got the start. He's played nice minutes here. Bad pass. Echenike has it. Fires it ahead. McDuffie. This to Dennis. He's fouled. No bucket. It looked like a 2-hand reach to prevent the layup.
Yep.
Now we're talking about Jamie Echenike and how valuable he is. This was against VCU. You never want the drop shadow on you. He just rolled his foot and went down eventually on this play, a sprained foot. That was 12 days ago. They've not played at all since that injury. But when he's on the floor, they've outscored their opponents by an average of 18 a game. When he's not on the floor, they're being outscored by an average of 13.
Young man, 6'11" junior from Colombia, in South America, and he shoots 61% from the field. By far the best shooter, so we got to let him touch the ball.
Haynes Jones misses the 3. Racing for the rebound is Kevin Davenport, who's in for Memphis. Tigers, just a couple buckets in the second half, and a blocked shot there. Dennis got it. Haynes Jones couldn't save it. And let's see if they reset the shot clock.
The defense for the Shockers has gotten much, much better, Rich, early in the second half. They're more active, contesting shots, holding Memphis to 1 shot, playing a lot of energy.
And the officials right now are talking about shot clock reset. The ball hit the rim. they are going to maybe they decided that Haynes Jones possessed it before he went out of bounds. So they do reset the shot clock. Around the screen comes Martin and Echenike. And that's not going to make Greg Marshall happy. He's furious with this call.
Jeremiah Martin goes in there.
And that's 3 on Echenike.
Yeah. Echenike leaned down with his arms. Arms are up, but then he came down at the end. Pat Driscoll caught him. Good call.
He may have had a foot in the circle as well.
Yeah. Greg Marshall looked like he smelled some bad cheese. He said, what's going on?
I hate it when that happens.
I don't like bad cheese, Rich.
Martin, sometimes even good cheese smells bad, though, Pete.
I know. He's a great coach.
All right, now this is significant. Echenike with his 3 fouls. Now, he wasn't going to play 30 minutes anyways. About 20 was what they were targeting with the sore foot. And Isaiah Porter-Chandler, who played quite well, comes off the bench. So keep your eye on the score and the margin with Echenike on the bench.
That's it. Excuse me. Big blow at time for the Shockers, losing Echenike now for a while.
Porter-Chandler with the ball. He's a freshman. Haynes Jones finds McDuffie. Slow night for McDuffie here in Memphis. Dennis thought about 3. Haynes Jones. Clock melting. Down to 7. Dennis driving. Kick. Chandler. Got to get it up. Torres. It's a 3. Missed it. And the rebound to Memphis's Jeremiah Martin.
Great offense, tremendous patience. He just couldn't finish it at the end.
Low post pass. Davenport couldn't hold it. McDuffie off of him, and it stays on Memphis balls.
Yep. Memphis was on the floor a little quicker than the players from Wichita State. Marcus McDuffie smiling a little bit. Great young player, class young man. Patterson, New Jersey.
Tyler Harris, good hops, missed the 3. He's had trouble getting going. And that's a rebounding foul on the Tigers. And that's on Davenport, his 2nd. Biggest lead in this game was 12 for Memphis.
Davenport's got to get going for the Tigers. He's got 8 points. He can take over the game, Rich. He's tremendously talented. We talked about it. He got 31 against Tennessee, top 5 team.
It's a block, and Davenport picks up another foul. It's 3. Kenny Hardaway, a 12-point halftime lead right now. Wichita State is off that canvas and down by 7. In the MAC. Starts with Ball State and Toledo. Then at 9, last year's Cinderella. And a great run so far this year. Number 20, Buffalo and Eastern Michigan. Pete Gillen, your teams to watch right now.
I love Buffalo 12-1. They lost at Marquette recently, but a tremendous team. Jamie Dixon 11-1 with TCU. San Francisco, we saw them over in Ireland in the Belfast Classic for CBS Sports Network. They're loaded 12-2. And here from the American, UCF Knights 11-2. They're picked to win the conference by some exports. So those are the teams I really like, Rich. You know, you got, of course, you have the Duke and the Kansas and Michigan State and Michigan, but Virginia. But those teams I think are really special also.
And the American, both Florida teams, UCF and USF, sit at 11-2 right now. Off the timeout, Wichita State with the ball down 7. And join us. The Tigers, a really nice run to finish the first half. Wichita State, a hot start in the second half. McDuffie driving and scoring with a free throw coming.
Nice move. That's what you got to do. The jump shot's not moving, not clicking. You got to drive the ball, post up. Nice shot, attacking the basket. Up and under. Nice finish by Marcus McDuffie, 6'8" senior. Heck of a move. Patterson, New Jersey.
Isaiah Maurice with the foul, his 3rd personal. Remember, McDuffie didn't have a great year last year, and he missed a good chunk of time.
First 11 games, as you know, Rich. Stress fracture in his foot.
And of course, last year, Wichita State was a 4 seed in the NCAA tournament and lost in the first round of Marshall University.
The first time they lost in the first round in a long time. They usually won the first round. And Marshall's outstanding coach, give him time.
Maurice going to work over Corvair Chandler. And a rebound to Dexter Dennis. Opportunity to close even closer. 4-point lead for Memphis.
Shot selection is key now. Get a good shot if you're the shot. Swing the ball side to side. Move the defense.
Haynes Jones got by the defense. Tip won't go. Maurice. Here comes Memphis. Cross court. Jones. Partially blocked, and it goes.
So he got hit.
Got a hand on it. Back to 6.
Antoine Jones, he glides, which is going to be a fabulous player for the Tigers.
Antoine Jones now, 14 points. McDuffie, jumper, and it's good. It's a 2, just inside the stripe.
See, when the layup goes in, the basket is as big as the Atlantic Ocean.
Martin, and the free throw. Jeremiah Martin, Mitchell High School in Memphis.
Nice move. He's left. He goes right this time. By Stevenson, preseason, first team all AAC. Jeremiah Martin, leading scorer for the Tigers.
He did not have a great game against Tennessee, but since that game, red hot.
Terrific player.
Had a great night tonight.
He got better and better. Really worked on his three-point shooting after his sophomore year. He's still got to work on it, but outstanding player.
2 of 9 from the field. Free throw there. 9 points in the game. Jamarius Burton in for Wichita State. And another freshman in there as well, Eric Stevenson.
Zoned by the Tigers. They're doing that because Wichita State only shoots 30% from three-point land.
Falling away is McDuffie. Echenike. Fortunate he didn't pick up his 4th on the reach, because foul trouble for both coaches is an issue. You see Thornton, Maurice, and Davenport. For Penny Hardaway, Corvair Chandler, Echenike, 2 bigs, and Stevenson for Wichita State. A late call on that shot. It's a block. The whistle came well after the ball was off the rim and out when what looked like a rebound. Here's a look.
Green Bruton Jr. attacks the basket.
Boy, right out of his shoe was Stevenson. And Greg Marshall's not real happy. Was he? I don't think he was in the circle.
No, I don't think so either. It was a late call, but could have gone either way. Yeah.
As I said, I mean, he
takes him out of his shoes.
Watch his shoe. He's well outside the college circle.
Yeah, you got to lace him up. Yep.
And he kind of fell into him.
Yep. Well, you get the foul, you lose your shoe. That's not a good possession.
Stevenson on the bench now. And Memphis' lead grows back to 8. Shockers got within 4.
Good move by Penny Hardaway. Go to the zone. Right now, Wichita State struggles against the zone because they're not a good three-point shooting team. The weakness of the zone is the foul line area. Get the ball to the foul line area if you're at Wichita State.
Haynes Jones, line drive 3, won't go. The clock running down. Lomax has the rebound. He's doubled. And he somehow gets it out. This is Bruton ahead, and Maurice missed the layup. Shockers back. Burton trailing is Dennis for 3. No. And a big rebound there by Rainier Thornton.
This is the tempo now Memphis wants. Danger time.
Lomax gives. And Echenike the rebound.
Let's slow it down now. Von Wichita State. You don't want to get in the shootout because you're not quick or as athletic or as deep as Memphis is.
Haynes Jones kicks to Burton. Boy, McDuffie was open for a good look at a 3. Driving out of control, and he throws it out of bounds.
Greg Marshall didn't like that one.
Greg Marshall has enough to worry about with all the freshmen he's got. Yeah. McDuffie, a veteran, with that turnover, and that's 9 now for the Shockers.
Yeah. Yeah. What they got to do is get the ball to the foul line area against a 2-3 zone. Northwest State, get the ball there.
Davenport in, and he goes right after Rod Brown and draws the foul. Now Brown is in for the first time for Greg Marshall. And he's out of Cordova High School in Cordova, Tennessee. He was a teammate of Tyler Harris of the Memphis Tigers. In fact, that Cordova team played East High School in the state championship 2 years ago. And of course, they ran into Penny Hardaway as the coach. And I'll tell you what, there they are. Rod Brown, Tyler Harris, Cordova High School. They lost a tight one in that state championship game 2 years ago. Penny Hardaway, in 3 years at East, won 3 state titles.
They did a great job. Middle school before that did an excellent job. So wherever he's been a winner as a player, as a coach. He can do that here for the Tigers.
The lead is back to 10. Shockers got within 4. Still a lot of basketball to be played here.
Gets the ball to the foul line. So it's open against a 2-3 zone, the high post.
Torres in traffic finds Burton. He's surrounded. Somehow he got it up and in over Maurice.
Now we play zone now from Wichita State. Just pack it in.
Davenport penetrates. Burton fouls him and count it.
A guy named Kevin Davenport, tremendous player. Going to the cup, you better stay in front of him. Boom! Big O with the hoop. The Tigers are rolling. They're growling in a Bluff City, Memphis, Tennessee.
Opener in the American for these two schools. Penny Hardaway, Memphis legend, two-time All-American here. Memphis native. Third overall pick when he came out of Memphis. Great NBA career. In his first year as a head coach at the collegiate level, was a great high school coach here. Right now he's got his Tigers up 10. One of his best weapons does not start. Kevin Davenport seems to be more effective off the bench, averaging almost 15 a game, 8 rebounds a game. And he's shooting close to 60% from the field, and his three-point play grows the lead back to 11.
Yeah. He'd rather come off the bench. He's laid back. He's like a reluctant star. He doesn't want to start. I think maybe feels too much pressure. He can see the game. If you talk, he's looking at 31 against Tennessee, top 5 team coming off the bench. So he's happy with that, but he's their most talented player. Sometimes he has to have more of a sense of urgency.
Out of the break, Wichita State needs to stop this slide. They were within 4. Shot clock's down. Dennis takes a peek, starts to drive, kicks. Echenike got to get it up. He beats the clock, but missed the rim. An empty possession out of the timeout.
Yeah. Get the ball to the foul line area. That's the weakness of the 2-3 zone. Right now they're going around it. They're going east and west switch. They got to get the ball to the high post.
Support pressure. Yep. And McDuffie got a foot on it. Memphis. Their best game was probably the loss to number 3 Tennessee. They lost by 10 on this floor, but played them toe-to-toe all night.
That was their only home loss. 7-1 coming into the game, and Wichita State is 0-2 on the road, but not had success on the road because they're so young. Lost all 5 starters. We talked about it. Almost 90% of their offense. Landry Shamet, first-round draft pick of the 76ers, and he's playing a lot for them.
Martin going right to work, lays it off the glass. Echenike comes down with it. But the Shockers need points. They have not shot it well from distance. Just 6 of 25, 42% from the field overall. McDuffie got it up and over. Echenike, and it's a foul. Lomax pried it away, and then on the ensuing reach, that's going to be his fourth personal.
Yeah, that hurts. Going for the ball. He's there. Lomax is fighting him. Give Lomax a lot of credit. That hurts. Losing him. He's their best percentage shooter. 61% from the field. Mainly inside, but he also can hit the 16-footer. Big loss for the Shockers right now.
Alex Lomax has played quite well. And of course, as we told you the first half, the backstory. A legendary guard here out of East High School. Played for Penny Hardaway. Recruited and signed a letter of intent to Wichita State. And Greg Marshall gracefully let him exit and gave him a release from that letter of intent when Hardaway got the head coaching job here at Memphis.
Yep. He's struggling from downtown, only 1 for 16 from three-point line.
James Jones with that left hand. He's not very big. He's 6 feet, if that. And a big bucket there. Davenport the catch. And it's out of bounds. I thought it went off of Dennis. And so did the 15 or 16,000 in the house.
Yep. Penny's laid back. He didn't complain too much, but a lot of referees dressed in blue here now. Didn't like that call.
Haynes Jones weaving, poked away, and that was Lomax again with the play. Tyler Harris.
Get the ball to Davenport now. He feels it right now. Get him the basketball for the Tigers.
Maurice against Porter Chandler. And that's a turnover. And a Wichita State ball. Lead is 9 for Memphis right now, halfway through the second half. And Memphis, look at that. 10 apiece.
Right now, you can see really struggling against his own. The screen, with the ball to the foul line area. That's where the weakness is.
Haynes Jones got a big screen, kicks out. Burton, McDuffie driving, kicking, corner three, Dennis. Got it! And a big bucket for the Shockers. Back within 6. Davenport leading and hitting.
He's the guy who can take over the game. Most talented player for the Tigers. They need him. I think he'll step up.
He's got 15. He averages about that coming off the bench. Haynes Jones in rhythm. Bruton with the rebound. Lomax off the glass.
Banks are open. Memphis, Tennessee at 10-15. Make a deposit. I don't know if we meant to do that.
So's Beale Street.
Get some interest.
There's a steal. That's Harris. And he's fouled. And now the crowd is back.
Took it from Burton. That's the problem right now with the Shockers. They don't have a real elite point guard, Rich, with experience. Got some good young players, but not a high-level guy like a Landry Shannon is a fabulous player.
They've got true freshmen on the floor, and a lot of them at times. And in fact, right now, there's 3 of them on the floor. This is one of the most up-tempo teams in college basketball. They've been over 90 in their last 5 games. They average 85 a game, and that's exactly how Penny Hardaway wants it.
We could get there again now. It's 8:43 to go.
Jamie Echenike is back in for Wichita State with 4 fouls, 8.5 minutes left.
I like it. He was down. Down 12 points. He's going to be the richest guy in the graveyard. It don't matter.
Free throw disparity is huge. McDuffie, a 3, got it. Corner 3, Marcus McDuffie. Look at the tempo here. Harris pushes. Memphis is 21 of 27. That's a 3 from Davenport. And the lead gets bigger.
They need him. He answers the bell. Kevin Davenport. Just get him the ball now. If you're smart, the Tigers go to him. He's rolling.
Burton around the screen, steps through and scores.
Nice Euro step. Manu Ginobili would like that one. Nice move.
Back to a 10-point game, 8 minutes left. Lomax and Davenport. Almost a two-man game on that side. Davenport turns into Torres. Lost the ball, dribbles away from it. Shot block. Echenike saved by McDuffie. Stolen there by Bruton. Media timeout coming up. Dennis corner three. Long rebound. Good hustle by Jamarius Burton. Echenike rotates. Dennis launches. Sitting on a media timeout. On the next whistle, Memphis has the ball and a 10-point lead. Alex Lomax, the freshman, running the team right now. Lomax gives. Parks, the one-hander. 6 assists to go with 7 points for Alex Lomax. And a steal. This is Bruton.
Timeout Shockers, you need one.
And this is the biggest lead of the night for Memphis. The buzz is back for the Tigers.
Kevin Davenport from way downtown, 18 points. He leads the team. You heard about the running of the Bulls in Pamplona, Spain. We have the running of the Tigers in Memphis, Tennessee.
Hardwood tonight around the nation. Inside college basketball. Only on CBS Sports Network. In Amphity, they trust. The pennies are back at Memphis Tiger games. Even on his custom-fitted golf clubs, he's got pennies.
Rich, it's his world. We're just passing through it right now. He's the man. They love him here. And they're going to get better and better. Great recruiting class, as you mentioned before. They're going to improve and get better and better.
Well, we told you that he had coached, 3 games before he was named Memphian of the Year by Inside Memphis magazine. And you were a close second, Pete. I'm sorry about that.
I was the Dirt Bowl of the year. I was a candidate for that, but I didn't win it.
Spend more time on Beal and maybe next year.
Yeah. Great. Beal Street's great. Home of the Blues, Memphis, Tennessee.
14-point lead right now for Memphis.
Look at Jones.
Antoine Jones muscles it in, flexes for the crowd. And right now this is teetering on a blowout. Haynes Jones.
They've not answered the zone. It's been a problem for the Shockers the second half.
McDuffie steps in and buries a 3. He's heated up here in the second half. He's got 16 in the game. But as Greg Marshall told us, the challenge is finding points from someone else besides Haynes Jones, besides Marcus McDuffie.
McDuffie only had 5 at the half, so he's really stepped up the second half, Rich. But like you said, he got to get some help.
Jones cut off, falling away. Missed the jumper. Parks lost the rebound to McDuffie. Haynes Jones stripped away. Man, Lomax has had an outstanding game tonight. Another steal for him. Whoa. High wire act in the corner by Tyler Harris. Off 2 screens. Harris missed it. McDuffie sucks up another rebound. 5 rebounds to go with his 16 points. Haynes Jones is fouled. I mean, look, last year the Shockers They had Landry Shamet. They could turn to Shaq Morris. Connor Frankamp was a great three-point weapon.
Terrific player.
Darrell Willis added muscle. Even Austin Reeves could give you three-point shooting. But Shamet went early to the NBA. Reeves wanted to transfer to Oklahoma. Everybody else graduated. We've seen Lomax tonight. We told you and showed you the quote from Greg Marshall, letting him out of his letter of intent. And Penny Hardaway got the job here. Classy move. But the Shockers are short on talent. Now, their recruiting class is really good. And they get Teddy Allen next year, who can really score with a transfer from West Virginia. So help is on the way.
Yeah. And they'll get better and better this year. It's only the first league game, 18 conference games, so they'll improve. Like you said, it's not the same team that they've had. Once again, 9 years in a row, Rich, you mentioned, 25 or more wins. That's phenomenal. There's only 3 or 4 schools in the country that have done that.
7 consecutive NCAA tournaments, including that Final Four in 2013. Davenport driving, and he was fouled on his way to the rim. Keys to the game. Pete Gillen goes back in time.
Back in time. Well, balanced scoring. Well, Wichita State, 7 players have scored, so doing a pretty good job. We got to get a little bit more points, 8 more points. Ball security. Memphis doing a good job. 10 turnovers for a season. They average 16. So the Tigers doing a good job taking care of the basketball right now.
Memphis is on target to break that 90-point barrier again.
Yeah.
The Shockers, of course, average 70 a game. And as you pointed out, they could not afford to get this game into the 80s or 90s.
No. It's the 11th best scoring team in the American Athletic Conference with 70 points a game. So they got to win the game in the 60s, Rich. Credit Penny Hardaway now. His zone, they had no answer for him. Made a couple of shots, but it slowed him down a great deal.
McDuffie falling away, and he's fouled, and a free throw.
Marcus McDuffie's doing what he can. He's not Superman, but he's a terrific player. One of the top players in the American. Maybe not enough here in Memphis.
Marcus McDuffie struggled in the first half. But this jumper and the foul gives him a shot at a three-point play. He's hit some threes as well. He's got 18 in the game now. Pete Gillen in that huddle. Greg Marshall trying to draw up something to get the Shockers going. What would you draw up right now?
Well, when I draw up, we got to make the free throw, hopefully, and then we got to get some turnovers. Full court press, I'd go man traps, try to get a turnover, and then we got to get defense and push it ahead. Now, we're in a bonus situation, so try to drive the basketball, go inside, all right, to the big guy, try to get him the ball inside. Poor Bear Chandler. And try to score with the clock stopped. So you got to make your free throws. So it's important here they make it so they get into their full court pressure defense. Try to get some turnovers.
And McDuffie, a little double pump. There were like 3 guys in the lane, but I think the officials didn't want to whistle anybody. All right, here's the trap, and here's the full court pressure.
1-2-1-1 zone press. Here we go.
And there's the turnover, and Dennis, did he get the timeout?
I think he did. I don't know if the ref saw him.
Yes, they got the timeout and the ball. Well, look, you dropped just as you drew it up, right?
Well, it's easy to coach here. Much better. Don't lose as much.
Foul trouble is a big issue. 2 bigs on that list. Jamie Echenike and Isaiah Forbear Chandler. Jamarius Burton's got 3. Rainier Thornton with 4 for Memphis. Marshall, following Pete Gillen's orders, full court trap, got the turnover. Now let's see if they can get the points.
Right. You see with timeouts left, Memphis got 2, and Wichita State has 1. So got to get a good shot. Shot selection is crucial now. Nice job by Penny. He changed from the zone to man because he got a little stagnant in the zone, and Wichita State was adjusting pretty well to it.
Off the timeout. In low. Forbear Chandler with the layup. And Wichita State has a bucket. They're in the single digits now. Full court pressure here.
1-2-1-1 zone press.
And is it thrown away? Was it touched? They'll say that Haynes Jones got a hand on it, and he acknowledges, yes, I did. No need to go to the replay.
Down 8 points still, and they're turning to go. As a coach, you're dying when you have the lead starting to slip. Can't wait for the clock to move.
Remember, Wichita State had a 9-2 run to start this half and draw within 4. Harris penetrates, kicks. Haynes Jones battling Tyler Harris. Davenport a 3.
He's the man, the best player in the Tigers.
23 points. That's an enormous shot.
Yep.
McDuffie driving. That's a difficult shot. Corbett Chandler rebound. Torres rotates. Haynes Jones 4-3. Back to an 8-point game and back to a half-court or a full-court trap. Martin up the floor, out of control, and he bounced it off of a shot clock. Memphis holds the ball. Fortunate for Memphis that they hold the ball.
Yeah, it could have been a turnover.
No reset on the shot clock. It's 21 seconds.
They go to Davenport now. He's rolling, Rich. Leading scorer in the game. Good matchup. He and Marcus McDuffie, two outstanding senior players.
Tyler Harris, true freshman point guard for Memphis. Good hedge on the screen. Stopping, starting, scoring with the left hand. Another big bucket, back to 10. Dexter Dennis! Oh, goodness! My word! Flying in on the baseline.
That time, Rich, some of the Memphis guys were in man, some were in zone. They were not sure. Dexter Dennis throws it down. They were confused what defense. They were in man last time. Half were in man, half were in zone. And the Shockers made him pay.
And the foul was on Keon Davenport, his 4th. What an enormous three-point play that is.
Now they get it to the full court in 1-2-1-1 zone press here by Wichita State.
Down to 7. Haynes Jones.
Almost had that.
We're flying through the air. Just got a hand on it.
Yep. Look at Marshall coaching his lungs out. 5 starters are gone. Yep, there she did. 5 starters, all gone. Great coach, one of the best in the country.
Lomax advances it. Martin in the corner. Driving. Martin forced the shot, and Haynes Jones the foul. And Martin may have been bailed out of what might have been a bad decision. Second personal on Haynes Jones. There's your foul trouble again. The 2 bigs for Wichita State. And now Davenport joins Thornton with 4. Martin gets 2 free throws.
He only shoots 61% from the line. Penny calm and cool. We were talking to him, didn't Rich? We did yesterday. And
fun to watch him run practice today. If there's any question as to whether he's engaged or a guy like Mike Miller's engaged, they were both in it, on it, running the scout team. There's Miller, 17 years, and 2 NBA titles, a Rookie of the Year in the NBA.
Yeah. Still shoot it. You watch him shoot yesterday. He's got a great touch.
9-point game.
Drive the ball now, attack the basket.
Dennis, attack mode, lost it, and a steal. And Memphis with a turnover, 1.5 minutes left. Davenport!
Oh my. Keegan Davenport, reluctant star.
25 off the bench. And that hammer dunk may just do it. McDuffie misses the 3. Lomax has the rebound. Keegan Davenport and Memphis about to hand Penny Hardaway an American Conference win in the opener. Corbett Chandler with the rebound. The lead is 11. Stripped loose. Haynes Jones has it back. Dennis driving, kicking, it's tipped. Boyle, bring on the dunks. Yeah. We told you at the outset that the buzz is back in Memphis. And this, the opener of the American. This place has been jumping. Big crowd and a big night. Lomax the rebound. And the Memphis Tigers won't get to 90. That doesn't matter. They are 1-0 in the American. And the return of the legend. A successful start in the conference opener. Steven Davenport with a hammer dunk to finish it. Penny Hardaway and the Memphis Tigers serving notice in the American.
Great win for the Tigers. The defense made the difference.
85-74 the final. Memphis 1-0. The Shockers at 0-1. What a night in the Bluff City, as Pete Gillen would say. For Pete, our entire CBS crew, I'm Rich Waltz. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Big win tonight in Memphis. Steven Davenport, Penny Hardaway, and the Tigers. Let's send it to Jamie Erdahl, Wally Zerbiak, Gary Parrish, Seth Davis in our New York studio for Inside College Basketball.
Keep him here. Okay.
Rich Walls with the emphatic introduction. I love it on a Thursday night. Some good action in our second game here on CBS Sports Network. We welcome you inside Wichita State, Memphis, a final. 85-74 Memphis had the lead early. They kept it. Wichita State pushed. But what was the deciding factor, do you think, for Memphis?
Memphis's defense, their aggressiveness, their toughness. They were the stronger team. They're the more aggressive team, the faster team, the more physical team. You just look at the foul line. Memphis scored 25 points from the foul line. Wichita State was 6 for 6. And also those 15 turnovers got Memphis's running game going. And when you get those Tigers going downhill, they get their confidence. It was happening tonight in the FedEx Forum. That was fun.
It was exciting. It really was. And Davenport was huge. He came off the bench with 25 big points. I just think when you get that type of effort and energy off your bench, that really invigorates the starters and the crowd. And then 10 for 33. Really struggled a little bit shooting from outside. Did Wichita State. They had a lot of open looks that they normally knock down. Tonight they didn't do it. And it's a make-or-miss game, and there was a miss game for Wichita State.
And it was really nice to see Alex Lomax have the best game of his young career at Memphis, because I think his story is well documented. He originally signed with Wichita State when Tubby Smith was still the head coach at Memphis. But when Penny got the job, it was crystal clear that Alex was going to go to Memphis. And Greg Marshall, to his credit, made that very easy and simple and uncomplicated for him. He had been criticized, though, so far this season. He's a highly accomplished high school player in the city of Memphis who had not gotten off to a great start. He acknowledged in the past couple of days that it had bothered him. He had heard it. And so to see him have this kind of game against that team in that building, really, really nice.
What a way to open conference play. Some of the comments from Wally at the half were how quickly Memphis was playing in that fast break. They ended up with 44 points in transition, which is impressive for Memphis. All right, we send you back to Memphis as we have our own Pete Gillen catching up with that head coach in his first conference win, Penny Hardaway.
Penny, congratulations. How does it feel to get your first conference win?
First, thank you. It feels great. I'm hoarse. But Wichita State always plays tough. It feels great to get the first conference win, though.
How about you got 20 points off the turnovers by Wichita State? How important is your defense to your success this year?
Well, it's who we are. We have to turn people over to score. We want to get out in transition and get easy baskets, and we have to turn them over, and we're doing a great job of that right now.
I love Steven Davenport. He's your reluctant star, all right? How did you do it? He comes off the bench. What magic do you have with him?
You know what? He's a fantastic player. He's a guy who hasn't been stopped all year. He can only stop himself, and he's given us major points with less minutes, so we're proud of him.
Well, Penny, congratulations. Good luck the rest of the year. You're doing a great job here for the Tigers.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
If Kevin Davenport is a reluctant star, I'll take 25 points from that guy any night then.
You know, Penny has talked about him game after game after game. He never identifies him as Memphis's best player, but the words that he uses seems to suggest he thinks he can be their best player, and he obviously had a big night here.
No, he's got good experience, and having that type of experience to take a little bit lesser role and to take less minutes, that says a lot about him and putting the team first and foremost. But I just like what Penny Hardaway is doing with this team. The energy, the excitement, the effort on the defensive end of the floor. In college basketball, everyone knows you want to turn teams over, but you got to work hard on the defensive end to make that happen and lead to fast break transition points, which is a lot of fun to finish in transition. Right now they're executing.
Yeah, no, he's building a culture down there for the future. I mean, I think that his team is a little bit limited this year, maybe not quite as young as some of the other teams in the conference. But, you know, with Davenport coming off the bench, I think coaches oftentimes make the mistake of starting their older guys and starting their seniors as if they've earned it by virtue of experience. I like when teams get older when they go to their bench. And so I think that combination certainly worked well for them tonight.
It was a statement win for Penny Hardaway and the Memphis Tigers. This is Inside College Basketball, which means we deep dive into a lot more here on CBS Sports Network. Don't go away.